Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for the weekend, May 2nd and 3rd, 2015. And to start off your early Saturday here, we're looking at much improved conditions here. Now, we didn't have too bad of a Friday here. We were expecting more clouds than sun, and actually some areas had a very nice second half of the day where the clouds actually thin out considerably, considering we were expecting mostly cloudy skies. And that is in association with the upper level low that did eventually merge with this system offshore here, and then this system is now moving off in this direction away from the area here. So we are expecting improving conditions here today. Not completely out of the woods here today as far as precipitation is concerned. As you get into the afternoon hours here, look what happens here. You can see a little bit of very, very light precip showing up here across the area. This is just a hit or miss type shower type thing across the extreme eastern Pennsylvania. We're actually going to get into the NAM high-res future simulated radar starting off here at noon on Saturday. You see absolutely nothing across the area here. We go a little bit forward here and go into the mid-afternoon hours. You can see some very isolated pop-up showers that are showing up again. These are very short duration, mostly less than 20-minute duration, very light rain showers are going to pop up here. These are instability related, and they're going to come through and just push off to the south here as we get mainly the afternoon hours here. As soon as we hit darkness, these start to dissipate and go away, and that's it for the showers. So we don't have anything else. So this is just going to be a quick thing from during the, again, mainly during the afternoon hours, mainly a 12 to 6 type deal. As we get to 6 p.m., this is where they are, down here by Philadelphia, right here. So Philadelphia and point southeast of that point, where you have a few showers that could rotate through in our southern areas. Once that moves through, once we lose the daytime heating and the sun goes down, they disappear. So not a big deal. Going into Sunday now, moving ahead, we have high pressure that's going to move into our area here on Sunday. So we're expecting mostly sunny conditions here on Sunday. We're also expecting this area of high pressure. You see what it's doing here, starting to move off the coast. Whenever you have a high pressure that starts moving off the coast in this time of year and heads towards Bermuda, that means one thing: heat and humidity. Well, actually two things, I should say: heat and humidity. We're starting to get an increase of both coming here on Sunday and early next week. As this high pressure moves off toward Bermuda, this is called the heat pump high. Clockwise rotation around high pressure will send the air in the directions I drew the arrows here. Basically from the southwest. Southwesterly winds in this time of year means above normal temperatures. We are actually going to be heading into an above normal temperature regime for quite some time now. So get used to it. If you are looking for 80-degree temperatures, this upcoming week is for you. This is your week. If you're not looking for the warmth and wanted to start off slow with the so we're happy with the temperatures in the 60s and to near 70. Not exactly going to happen this week. We're going to have several areas that are going to be well above 80 degrees. So we're going to get into the next frame here. This is actually looking at Monday. Again, look at high pressure moving off to the east here. It's getting a little bit stronger as it's moving east here. So we're going to have the strong southwesterly winds. Now here, there's a cold front that's going to approach here. This is Monday evening. It's going to approach, but it's going to have a very difficult time getting too far south. So it's going to come down to the south. It's going to stall somewhere over our area here, very briefly, and then head back northward as a warm front. So this is all going to happen in the span of a day here. So we're expecting a few showers to drop down here, a few showers, and maybe a thunderstorm. And it's uncertain right now exactly the timing of it. This is actually sped up a little bit here on the European model. The GFS is a little bit slower with it. Not a lot of precipitation with it, so there's a lot of questions of how much precipitation we will have available with this front before it moves back north. And it looks like it dissipates here, doesn't it? It looks like it comes down here and just disappears in the next frame. It's actually to the north of the area here, and the frontal boundary is now sitting up here. You just can't see it because there's no moisture associated with it. This is now moved back from north as a warm front. So by the time we get into Wednesday, and again on Thursday, we're right back in the 80s again. We really don't skip a beat. It doesn't seem like the cold front did anything, and that's because it's too far to the north. We will be watching a subtropical system here. I don't want to say tropical system because it's not a tropical system. off the South Carolina coast here. Actually, both Carolinas here, as some models are indicating that it's going to come close enough to have some impacts to the coastal Carolinas. Too early to tell what impacts, if any, it would have with our area here, but I think this is depending on how fast this gets up into this area here. The faster it gets up here, it has more of a chance to impact our area with some remnant rains. If it's a little bit slower moving up here from the Bahamas and then winds up scooting to the east here, if it's a little slower, this cold front that's moving through here next weekend, or toward next weekend, is actually going to pick this thing up and send it to the northeast very rapidly. So it's all going to depend on how organized this system gets and how quickly it moves. But either way, we're looking at the tropical system characteristics from this in our area, where we might have some remnant rains depending on how fast or slow it is. We'll just have to see how that plays out in the coming days, and then you can follow that information on the forum. We have the Eastern PA Weather Authority forum, which we discuss any threats for our coverage area here and also across the country. And we have a forum where we participate with both meteorologists and premium members and ask questions back and forth, and we try to nail down the systems before they come well in advance. That's where we do all our advanced discussions. So if you do want to check that out, visit the My Pocket Meteorologist page and click to sign up. You can get into the forum here and join in the discussion as well. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marcher, so that is your outlook for May 2nd and 3rd, 2015. Have a great weekend.